Kizamde! Hop on the beat!
Welcome back to another JoJo chapter review. This time we're taking a look at chapter 26 of the JoJoLands titled Paco vs. Ningbo. Last time we had a shorter chapter where Lem Shaban and Ningbo investigated Meryl May's boutique and discovered where Lulu was being kept before Paco and Usagi intervened. This month we've picked up right after that point with Paco attacking Ningbo from the ceiling and knocking his teeth out. Ningbo is sent flying into a glass table, and Lem Shaban tries to shoot at him, but Usagi distracts her with his own panicked gunshots, making her flee into the basement with Lulu. Usagi warns them that she'll know about Lulu in Yokohama and will use her phone to warn Howler and break up the land deal. However, Meryl points out that she's a corrupt cop and won't necessarily be loyal to Howler after learning that his $50 billion in assets will be leaving him soon. Ningbo, on the other hand, needs to be dealt with since part of him also wants to avenge Bobby Jean. Lem Shaban questions how Yokohama can be here and interrogates Lulu with her ability about what Howler ordered her to find. Switching back to the other story, we see that Howler's boat is surrounded and being boarded by government officials. Key West warns him to flee while the gang tries to remain silent and goad Howler into signing the land away. Key West gets a flirty text message from Lem Shaban which includes photos of Lulu in Yokohama and the information that Howler is looking for a lava rock with a connection to his fortune. Back in the boutique, Meryl May warns Paco that Ningbo's stand can make anything he touches inflate like a balloon. Ningbo tries to go for his gun, but Paco jumps into the air again and smashes the gun directly into his face. He opens fire on him from point-blank range, but Ningbo's blocking hands instantly inflate the bullets and disable the gun. His ability also inflates and pops Paco's hand, but he calmly tells Usagi to put his fingers on ice like Meryl's. The two get into a hand-to-hand duel with Paco continuing to beat Ningbo senseless. Ningbo pops a wall into pieces that hit Paco, and the chapter ends with him managing to grab onto Paco's neck. This was an excellent chapter. After getting one that was disappointingly short last month, I think Araki really delivered by putting us directly into one of the best stand battles of the part so far. Obviously, the highlight this month is Paco vs. Ningbo, and it has given us maybe the most bloody and brutal fight in the series since Planet Waves in Part 6. As someone who considers that one of the best fights in all of JoJo, it goes without saying that I really like this one so far. Paco just absolutely brutalizes him, and by the end of the chapter, Ningbo's battered face is almost unrecognizable. I actually have to wonder how he's still going with what seems like his head totally caved in. We don't have all the details of how Ningbo's stand works yet, but it is possible that he could have inflated his own head for it to be able to take a dent like this. The use of Ningbo's stand has been fantastic, and we got to see how powerful it really can be by showing his hands rendering bullets completely harmless. With next month leading into Paco's neck about to pop, we also have to wonder what sort of weakness the power might have. Either Paco is going to have to finish Ningbo off before it pops, or he has to find some way to keep the swelling from happening. On the other side of the chapter, we have Lem Shaban's discovery of the gang's deception and warning Key West. Interestingly, as Meryl predicts, Lem Shaban is immediately working against Howler here by keeping Yokohama's status a secret between her and Key West. What's also interesting is the implication here of a possible romantic relationship between the two, which could factor into it. We know that Lem Shaban is mainly interested in money and has been offered a cut by Meryl in the last chapter, but I do have to wonder what she could be planning to do now that she knows about Yokohama. She decides to tell Key West but says to leave Howler out of it. I doubt they'll just let the transfer happen though, since I think she's already lost her chance of getting any money out of Meryl. So I think what may happen is that Key West could discover the lava rock and hold it or one of the gang hostage, which would give them control over the flow of money. That's about everything there is to cover for the new chapter. In other news, the JoJo anime will be featured in a panel at Anime Expo on July 4th. The panel includes the English voice actors for Jolene, Speedwagon, and Abakio, and the event will also be live streamed. The following day, on July 5th, there will also be a Warner Bros. Stage event showcasing upcoming anime like the new Fist of the North Star and, of course, Steel Ball Run. So I think we can expect to see the anime's next proper trailer from one of these two events. And if there is anything announced, you'll be sure I can cover it. If you want to stay updated on future videos, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. You can also join the Hum and Beat Discord to be notified whenever I upload or when a new chapter releases. Finally, I'd appreciate if you help support the channel on Patreon or by becoming a YouTube member. It's thanks to your support that I'm able to focus on making these videos. All supporters get their name featured at the end of the video, and in my main videos I also take viewer questions. Thank you for watching. This is the part of the video where I thank my $5 and up patrons. Thank you to Doorbell, Crayon, Rigovids, Sukato, Pumpkin Doge, Marrow, Spongecake, Cakext, Feliciano Rabaja, Rayana Meme, Christian McDonough, Emmanuel Etienne, Pulse Dog, Zach Greenfield, FIFO, Rob Goliath, Jacob Smith, Big T, Gold, Red Hot Mayonnaise, Zenkai, Royal Slush, Keenan, Perry, Cho Henshin, Saint Bobo, Max Verstappen, John Garcia, Crank and Plank, Puffin32, Fran Studios, Shin Megami Tensei Film Reviews, The Jolly Old Christian Hobbit, Griffiono, Fiddlehead, Justice, Edwarg, Joao Martins, and Danilo K.